Okay, what's up my Destiny dudes? This will be my last and final video about skill-based matchmaking. We are in week 7. So, the gameplay footage that you're watching is actually from Trials of Osiris. My buddies thought it'd be really funny if I just put a bunch of aping sounds during this video while you guys watch us play. So, this is how we play Trials together. It's fun for us, more fun for us than it is to play Trials, than it is to play skill-based matchmade and lobby balanced, I guess. Anyway, long story short, the format of these videos is going to be my personal experience. That's key point number 1, feedback from others, and then my final thoughts on it. And this will be my last and final video, as I said. Now, there is a match at the end of this if you guys want to watch of me playing Grenader Jake and getting absolutely destroyed by him and Defizzle, I think his name is. So if you guys want to watch that, I was genuinely starstruck that I actually got to play the guy, because that is so rare for me to play people like that in Trials. Like, everyone else seems like they play them all the time, and then I'm sitting here like, I want to play them too, and then I never get to. Anyway, that's in there if you guys want to have a good laugh at my expense. It's at the end of the video. Okay, so, long story short, personal experience hasn't changed in the last week or two. It is seemingly based off a form of lobby balanced. Oh my god, dude. Okay, so, yeah, I know that skill-based matchmaking is in there somewhere, but it is definitely more lobby based, just like the end of last season, but then it seems to be mixed in with a form of skill-based matchmaking, so I end up being on the other team from the guys that are skill-based matchmade off of my skill level, and I'm not going to say that it's unplayable, but it's not fun. Like, we're getting camped. I don't know if you guys have been around long enough to know what spawn camping is, but yeah, we're basically getting spawn camped with storm grenades that chase me across the map, and by the time I get into some of these matches, they've got super already. And then on top of that, the connections are god-awful about probably 30 to 40% of the time, I would argue. Sometimes it's not bad, but other times it's like, God, I think I'm going to go do something else. So I'm going to put gameplay up of a game I've been playing called Chivalry, because that's been way more fun for me to play as an archer in that game, a medieval knight game where, you know, you run around the map, and when someone gets a huge chopping axe on you, it shows a very gory death. It's actually been more fun to play that than it has been to play Control playlists lately. And then I've been hopping in on Destiny over the weekends to play Trials of Osiris when I get the opportunity with my buddies. So that's been my experience. You know, take that for what it is, dudes. The first 4 weeks, maybe 5 weeks, were pretty fun for me, actually, where I was learning and growing and new things were going on and playing against people that were around my level. I could play off meta because my teammates were good enough or around my level to compensate for that, and I was still able to contribute. Now, if I play off meta, anything other than like my best possible loadout, I'm getting stomped into the ground. And even then, when I play with my best loadout, I'm getting stomped into the ground. So, look, I know this was designed around protecting average players, and I really do hope you guys are making the most of this, because there's probably going to be a change. I don't know what the change will be, but my guess was eventually that they're going to go back to something that is connection based, because that is a better experience, I think, overall for people. But if they don't go back to connection based, then okay, this is what it is, and we'll deal with it and we'll move on from there. The feedback that I've received from others is about the same. The guys that normally play that are on the average spectrum, you know, average, below average, around that area, they go for Crucible Pinnacles and then they stop playing. So they're I mean, it's not their passion to play Crucible, man. They do it because they have to, and this has made it easier for them, which is great. I'm glad you guys are having a good time, but while you're there, maybe play a little bit longer, maybe, I don't know, man. Like, this is done for you guys, okay? So I feel like you're wasting an opportunity, and enjoy the level that you're at, because when you get to a certain level, it's all Lorentz drivers and arbalist and scout rifle, people playing very picky and in the distance and disengaging at the minute that they don't get the first shot off on somebody, and it's become boring, for lack of a better word, and frustrating for a better word. Anyway, my final thoughts on it are the same exact final thoughts that I had last week. I think we need connection-based to come back. I think connection should be the priority. And I mean that in all freaking brackets, okay? Like, in survival, it should be connection as a priority and then skill-based matchmaking, because we don't have dedicated servers. So I think that should be step number 1. I think that should literally be like the goal. The priority is connection, and who you're connecting with based upon connection should be first. If you guys disagree with me, please let me know. I'm really interested to hear why. I wouldn't understand unless you had given me that feedback. So let me know what you guys think in the comment section down below. Yeah, that's it. That's the major piece of feedback that I have. I don't know what they can do with it at this point. If Bungie can do something with skill-based matchmaking to make it more playable for everybody and not just, the average players. I do understand protecting the average players. I don't disagree with that, by the way. I think that's legit. But at the same time, the experience for a lot of people that I'm discussing this with and for myself over the last 7 weeks has been pretty shoddy, to say the least. So that's it, my dudes. That's the end of this little series. This has been kind of an experiment for me to see how long it would take for me to lose my marbles over skill-based matchmaking. I had a good mentality going into it, very open-minded. Watch my previous videos if you want to see how I thought about it, how I saw it. And come up into this point right now, and then you'll understand how I got here, I think. But that's it. All right, you guys. Love all of you. Remember to keep it zen out there. Any questions, any comments, anything like that, leave them down in the comment section down below. Also, if you're interested in premium supplementation, Prestige Labs is my sponsor. So type in fitness and gaming to the checkout when you check out, then you'll get 30% off your order. If you subscribe, you get the additional 10%, meaning you get 40% off premium supplements made by Whole Foods. All right, dudes. Thank you so much. I'll see you in the next one.
Stay together, my little buds. Guard each other and aim true. Only one enemy is left. Only one ally is left. It is in their hands. Don't let this slow you down. Try again. Opponent revived. You are trailing. This is true. It only matters if you let it continue.
Down.
It is just you. Fight until you have nothing left. This round is theirs, but you can win the next. This score tells only half the story. You'll tell the rest. Only one ally is left. It is in their hands. Don't let this slow you down. Try again. Opponent revived. The other team is pulling ahead. Stand in their way.
Guardian down.
Only one ally is left. It is dead. Your opponent took the round. Takes the next. Opposing team is looking to steal victory. Match point. You are the last. Make them run. Next time, my friend. Next time. We cannot always win, but the Guardian must never give up.